Jonathan Bordey didn't have the luxury of childhood. Born in a rough neighborhood in Brooklyn, he was just 7 when he lost his mom to an illness they couldn't afford to treat. His dad had disappeared years earlier, leaving Jonathan to fend for himself. By the time most kids were worrying about homework, Jonathan was worrying about his next meal. He slept on subway benches, scavenged for food in restaurant dumpsters, and scraped by selling whatever he could find. Old magazines, candy bars, even flowers stolen from abandoned lots. One freezing winter night, desperate for warmth, he wandered into a public library. It wasn't just warm. It was life-changing. While thumbing through a stack of books, his eyes landed on The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. He didn't understand most of it at first, but something about the talk of value and growth intrigued him. Every night he returned to that library, reading not just about investing, but economics, psychology, and business strategy. By the time he was 15, Jonathan was flipping through financial sections of discarded newspapers, writing mock stock portfolios in a tattered notebook he carried everywhere. He'd approach strangers in suits outside Wall Street asking, "What do you think of the market today?" Some brushed him off, but a few gave him advice that stuck. At 18, after years of hustling odd jobs, dishwashing, sweeping floors, and even delivering groceries, he had saved $2,000. That was his ticket. He invested it in a small tech company nobody had heard of, but one he'd researched relentlessly. Over 2 years, his $2,000 grew into $20,000. That win wasn't luck. It was the culmination of every risk he took and every sacrifice he made. By his mid-20s, Jonathan was a self-taught trader working for a boutique investment firm. He wasn't just good, he was unstoppable. He predicted market shifts others missed, turning bold bets into jaw-dropping returns. At 30, he launched his own hedge fund, Bordey Capital. Within 5 years, it managed billions. But Jonathan never forgot where he came from. He became a legend not just for his sharp instincts, but for his heart. He set up scholarship funds for underprivileged kids, financed programs to teach financial literacy in underserved communities, and personally mentored teens who reminded him of himself. He even funded shelters across NYC, ensuring others wouldn't endure the hardships he did. Today, Jonathan Bordey is a name whispered with respect in Wall Street boardrooms and shouted with gratitude in communities across New York. From a homeless kid with nothing to one of the most influential hedge fund managers alive, Jonathan's story isn't just about wealth, it's about grit, resilience, and the power of never giving up.